Hey everybody, I'm TecToss and welcome back to Let's Play Endless Space Disharmony. We're playing the Amoeba on Impossible difficulty. And now I'm gonna have to decide, which last time I could postpone because it was the end of the episode, but now I have to decide which of the effects of this faction event I wanna suffer, or rather I wanna get, because they are all pretty good. One gives us a little bit of dust and a new colony ship. It's pretty useless. The other one gives us 600 dust. And given our budget situation, we could definitely do with a little extra dust. Though we are making dust as well. 40 a turn is not too bad. We do need to produce dust on 2 systems, but I got that feeling that our situation is going to be solved sooner rather than later, because we do have a couple of desert planets and they are beginning to grow, and they still have a lot of potential to grow. So I think we won't have that dust problem for that much longer, especially once our colonies start to come around. Like in 4 turns we get Rukbat, and then an additional 4 turns and we get Zozomanos, and well, then we don't have that happiness problem anymore and we can crank up the tax rate. So I think dust in the short term would be nice, but the real long-term decision I think is gonna be take the best technology among all available to be discovered next turn. And there's a couple ones I hope for, like this atmospheric filtration thing would be really awesome. What do we got over here? Oh, we can't discover that yet. Well, well, yeah, basically that, or the graviton manipulation. It's also not too bad, because we get this planetary institute, which is it's not amazing, but it's a little bit of a boost for our systems, and it gives us something to do for new colonies. They get a little bit stronger with that. And but the lava transformation is actually pretty nice. We could actually use that to switch between. Well, we do need another one, right? Where's the... Wait. Yeah, we do need the barren transformation. So we can transform desert to barren and barren to lava. I think that's the way it goes. So either one of those two would be okay. Either one would be okay. I mean, colonizing asteroids, yeah, it's kind of long term. Don't really need it right now. So the most useful one actually would be the atmospheric filtration. But still, all of those are going to save us a shitload of time. Excuse my French. And time is really what we need to catch up, because the AI has such a head start on Impossible. And them being the sowers, as you can see, they're making pretty good use of that. So let's not fall behind in tech at least. So, long story short, I'm gonna take the hostile. Why is that hostile, by the way? Whatever. I'm gonna take this one, and it's gonna discover the best technology available. Hopefully, that's the one we want. Now, also, the Pilgrim decided it's a good idea to send their 900 fighting strength fleet to my home system. And, of course, we gotta fight them. I don't want them blockading here. I don't want them taking out my little scouting fleet here. So we'll just send over some ships that are actually able to deal with them, and we should blow them out of the sky pretty easily. And I wouldn't actually mind to lose a couple of those small ships, because now it's not going to be long to go into middle class ship production, and then these little guys would really be obsolete. I wish it were otherwise, but it's just... you just can't make them viable. At least I didn't find a way. Maybe someone watching this and being an endless space veteran and having some pity with me, maybe you can tell me how to make those little ships viable. I didn't find it. Like, once you get the middle class, they're just useless. They will just, yeah. Anyway, so now the effect triggers. So we do get the best technology. What's that? What are you? 108. Word. It's your big plan. Okay, so I can send my small fleet over there, and I'm gonna use my bigger fleet to blow some scouts out of the sky, even though they're probably not Gonna stay to fight. I'm gonna use the weapon overclock. Again, same reason as always. If they choose offensive retreat, that counters it. Even though we don't reap any other benefit. Bhutas invaded. Yeah, not too great, but doesn't really matter much. We only get little titanium, which we currently don't need, so it's fine. And we get a hero level out of that. What do you know? Now this rapid adaptation is my, I guess my favorite skill for the playstyle I have, and it's the reason why I like the adventurer so much. Because with rapid adaptation, you can regenerate in enemy territory, and that combined with my immovable object design approach for the ships, like making them really sturdy, giving them a good overall strong defense so they can withstand a lot of damage and don't get destroyed, that just goes together very, very nicely. Especially if you have to retreat, you get all those percentage-based bonuses in friendly terrain. So it's just a very good skill overall. So of course I'm gonna take that. Now which one did we get? Oh yeah, we get the graviton manipulation. Well, it's the second best, I guess. And it's still 1800 science that we don't have to produce. So not gonna complain about that. Nusakan, we did mess up queuing out a production building yet again. I need to be more diligent in that. Definitely need to be more diligent. Anyway, now we're making 30 dust a turn. And if it wasn't for... Actually, we could ramp it up a little bit, right? They're already unhappy. Fajis and Zosmanos. Zosmanos. Man. Yeah, those two are already unhappy, so if they're a little more unhappy, who cares, really? Yeah, that's just fine. Get a little more dust. It doesn't do anything to our science output, so I'm content with that. Now, Nusakan, what do you need? I can't really get much use out of the endothermic structures. Just make that Terran planet one bigger. So probably I'm gonna go for the Planetary Institute. Just get a little bit... Actually, let's go like that. Get the endothermic structures, because it's gonna be one more population. So it's gonna be a little bit more of stuff, probably about equivalent to the Planetary Institute. Then we get the extreme option exchange to reduce our improvement cost, because now they're up to 20, and that actually is enough to make the extreme option exchange worthwhile. Like, at least it will pay for itself. And of course, the longer, the more improvements you get, the more efficient this thing will become. Gonna queue up dust production, well, industry to science conversion, just to be safe and not to mess it up and forget something again. And that should do it. Sadly, I can't make them produce more food. I guess I could make them produce more food, technically, if I put farms on those desert planets, like these guys here. But they only give, well, +2 per population on the planet. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Arid Tundra Terran. They're producing at a reasonable speed, so I wonder if I change my Terran system to food output, because they will get +4 per population. And that's going to be 20 additional population, which is around 80% of what I have now. So it's a pretty significant bonus, I'd say. And we will lose like 10 production for 20 food. I'd say I'm willing to take that. And it's 90. Of course, I'm going to prioritize that a little bit. Get it first. So because we got so much room to grow, like we can still get 8 people, and then 9 once we get the endothermic structures. So yeah, should be worth it. Okay. Oh, another one I could have messed up. Need to queue something here. Geoindustrial plants on Tundra, that's fine. Finance, all fine. got 2 small planets, so I think might be cool to get the additional 2 population in here, even though we're not even near the limit. So maybe get the planetary thingy first, the Planetary Institute, then get the Extreme Option Exchange, and then get the endothermic structures. Because we have plenty of room to grow still, so there's no need to rush to expand our small planets and give them 1 more population. Not gonna hit the limit in those 6 turns that it takes to get the endothermic structures. And again, gonna cap the production off with the industry science conversion so that I have no chance of messing it up. Magnetic field generator. Yeah, I think I do want the infinite supermarket. Or do I wanna... Oh man, I wish I had more dust and can buy that stuff out. Like 590 is not that much. Really not that much. But I just can't afford that shit right now. So I guess I'm gonna go for the additional happiness. Let's think about that for a second. Because the Rookbat's gonna come around in 3 turns. And there's no concern for their happiness. In 3 turns, I could get the CSI satellite. CIS satellite. I don't know why it's always CSI. Probably because of CSI Miami. And maybe... It's so hard to judge. Like, it says +2 influence radius, and it does extend quite a bit. And that vision radius you'd see around Rookbat is it's going to be our influence radius in 3 turns. And +2, what does that mean? 2 what? Really hard to judge. I'm thinking about if our influence from Rookbat will reach those Manos. Probably won't. So I'm gonna put the infinite supermarkets first to make them happy, then get the interplanetary transportation. And yeah, should be okay. And probably not gonna go for the CIS. Yeah, got it right this time. CIS satellites. Probably need to go for the endothermic structures, but we'll see. Just let them settle, and we'll see what comes out of that. Okay, we get taken care of you and everybody else, so I'm finally able to end my turn, am I not? Sealum. How are you doing, buddy? I think you're happy enough to get that lava planet, huh? And I think we're making enough dust to actually be able to afford it. Do I want that? I guess I queue up the Planetary Institute just so I don't lose production. I think I will do that. And we're still making 10 a turn, which is okay. Not too proud about that, but at least we're making cash and at least we're expanding, because we do need to expand. Like, the AI is running away. Look at that. They colonized almost all their systems. I'm talking about the Pilgrims now. Of course, the Sowers, they colonized every freaking last speck of dust that's orbiting any of their systems. So they are turning out to be quite the powerhouse. How are they doing in terms of points? Yeah, easily doubling our points. We need to get to war with them soon. I get such a gift for putting a race in that in those impossible games that will mess me up. Like last time it was the Harmony, and they grew out of control, and it's so hard to win against them once they get room to grow. And now I put the Sowers, and of course they spawn across from us and just take advantage of that. They also got all the strong systems, and they're gonna be a challenge, but not impossible. And I do enjoy the challenge, so don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. It's just funny that when I do single player, usually it looks like here, like I got my 300 something points and everybody else is hovering around 600 to 700, and then I slowly catch up, and that's the way it's supposed to go. And once I start a Let's Play game, of course one AI starts to blob up like crazy and run away with the points and threatening all kinds of victory conditions, and I need to struggle to keep him down. But that's okay. It's kind of great in the sense that it makes for better entertainment, right? You guys can point your finger and laugh at me and enjoy that. and it gets a little tension in the game, which I personally think is just what makes those games really exciting. Because you don't want to see me just mop up from the start. Like our first war, it's all gonna be easy. You're just gonna, you know, clean up the mess and that's it. Speaking of mess. Oh man, I hate when the AI does that. They're spawning fleets out of their ass and they're... I hate that. Now they're trying to cover all our systems. How much longer until we can declare peace? 1 turn, okay, I guess that's fine. Gonna crush one more fleet, and that should bring him around to the idea that peace might actually be the way to go. So, let's take a look what damage they do. It's still all kinetic. Yep, all kinetic damage. So they're probably gonna go weapon overload all the way. So, at least in the infight phase, I'm definitely gonna go for the magnetic fields. And weapon overload does counter tactics, so I can't go for adaptive strategy, which kinda sucks. Could go for barrier. And I think I might. Because magnetic field lowers our beam damage. And beams are our #1 damage source, so I don't wanna actually do that. So let's go for barriers. Yeah, let's do it like that. And in the melee phase, I'm gonna go for the magnetic field because we do counter their offensive tactic for 1, and we do get deflector efficiency bonuses. Deflectors being the type of defense that offsets kinetic damage. And we have some, but not the very strongest, so that should do fine. Let's see how we do. And yeah, did pretty fine. Crushing some phases there. Okay, and they're coming again. Sweet. Yeah, sure. Come around. I'm gonna do just the same, because it worked out pretty well. And that fleet now is even weaker, so... And there we go. We didn't lose any ships, which, well, can be kind of great, but for us, I wouldn't mind. Like, wouldn't mind losing a couple. But I'll also be okay with not losing any. Okay, and they're just sending a scout to Nusakan, so then probably not gonna blockade Nusakan, hopefully not. That's gonna be really annoying. Because whatever else the blocking does, it also prevents the usage of luxury resources. Now, do we want to go for the fast reboot? Or do I want to go for more combat-oriented bonuses? I think our next order is going to be fighting the Hisho. And I think it wouldn't hurt to actually have a couple of... Let's take a look what the follow-up might be. Not really... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for more defense, because the next reboot bonus is gonna be regeneration inside friendly territory, and don't need that that badly, so we're not gonna get it. Because the Hisho, they get some insane fleet combat bonuses, and we probably can't offset it. Probably gonna have the stronger ships overall, but I do need to take every little help that I can get. So that's that. Now in 1 turn we're going to get 10% loadout bonus on our ships, 10% tonnage bonus, is the word I'm searching. And I might change my research strategy, because 9 turns, it's a long time to wait. Let's take a look around. I mean, there's always stuff to do in the colonization area. So I'm not going to take... I could go for the straight up command cap improvement, and I think I might. What did I get here? 2 command cap. We do have the laser level 2. And we do get... Did we research that 1 command cap bonus where you get bonuses for each ship class? Yeah, here it is. It's also 9 turns. Okay, so I need to change that up, because waiting 9 turns while not being able to do anything, it's not really helping me. I could go for the moon survey stuff, but I think I have to expect to be at war with the Hisho the next 4 to 5 turns, I think. We have any, let's take a look. 3 turns. And once our peace deal runs out, I'm pretty sure, maybe they give us 1 more turn, but then they're gonna fuck us up. So, or at least try that. So I need to be prepared, and I need to have a little more tech. So let's think on that. Probably gonna grab this guy, because it's only 1 turn, and then we'll get more command caps. And probably grab the 2 basic weapon improvements, because there are 3 turns. Oh, what did I do? Oh, shit. Stay here. Like, you have to hold the shift key to queue up signs like this. And I did hold the control key, so it messed it all up. But it's fine. I remember. Last turn we need to do that. Then we get this, just to be able to make bigger fleets. Get the isotope fabrication and the advanced fusion power. And that should do it. Yeah, probably also need to go up to the reactive hulls so we can have better defense systems. Those are really helpful. Not gonna, well, we'll see how the Hisho do and what their plan is. I'm gonna eventually grab this little ship class, the Edinen, which yeah, I'm not gonna add it in my fleet, but eventually I need it because there is a tech that will give us +1 command cap per ship class that we researched. So eventually you need to research all the ship classes. That's their sneaky way of slowing your progress down a little bit, but that's fine. Anyway, so that should do fine for now. We're gonna get the extreme metallurgy to get a little additional tonnage, 10%. Then we research the better defenses, because my damage source is gonna be mainly missiles, and actually let's go this way around. Gonna be mainly level 2 missiles and beams, and the rest of these techs I'm just gonna use for defense. And if the Hisho are peaceful, that's okay as well. We can design a couple ships and get them into production at least, so we are more ready for war. In this game, on this difficulty, usually you're not ready for war. Like, you don't have all of your fleets stationed the way you want them, you don't have all the tech you want. So you have to kind of make do with what you got. Okay, so I think it's gonna be game for this turn, and I think also I am gonna end the episode right now. I'm gonna do that. I'm so proud for getting out the sentence correctly. Okay, so if you like what you saw, don't have to say it, right? You know what to do. And well, if you just enjoy watching my videos and lean back and don't do anything, of course that's fine as well. Don't mind that. And you just have a wonderful day, and I see you around for the next round of Let's Play Amoeba on Impossible difficulty, right? Goodbye.